Vacations. That was
Hours to go. I wanna be sedated. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. I wanna be sedated. Just get me to the airport, put me on a plane. Hurry, 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 before I go insane. I can't control my fingers, I can't control my brain. Oh no, oh, 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 oh. 24 hours to go. I wanna be sedated. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. I wanna be sedated. Just put me in a wheelchair, get me on a plane. Hurry, 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 before I go insane. I can't control my fingers, I can't control my brain. Oh no, oh, 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 oh. 24 hours to go. I wanna be sedated. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. I wanna be sedated. Just put me in a wheelchair, get me to the show. Hurry, 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 before I go low. I can't control my fingers, I can't control my toes. Oh no, oh, 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 oh. 24 hours to go. I wanna be sedated. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. I wanna be sedated. Just put me in a wheelchair, get me to the show. Hurry, 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 before I go low. I can't control my fingers, I can't control my toes. Oh no, oh, 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 oh. Bam, 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 bam. I wanna be sedated. Bam, 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 bam. I wanna be sedated. Bam, 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 bam. I wanna be sedated. Bam, 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 bam. I wanna be sedated.
What's going
Ooh.
on, man? Dude,
What's up?
welcome to 2025, man.
Welcome to winter.
Yeah,
Cold as hell up here.
it's a shit show, man. It's a shit show. It's been cold here. Got snow the other day, about an inch and a half. I could live with that. No
My
big deal.
my kerosene froze up the other day, so I had no heat.
Oh shit. Maine is not the place you want to get caught with no heat, my man.
I had a fireplace. I had wood heat from that, but
Oh,
it was just enough to keep it warm.
yeah, that's not
Yeah.
bad. Get to the point where you put the oven on and open it up, let the heat come out.
Yeah. He said, "What? That would cost some money."
15, 15, 8 inches of white shit. Keep that. You can keep it. Keep it. No, thank you. An inch and a half, I can live with. I can live with that. It's
Inch and
just,
a half. I don't even bother plowing
it's,
that.
nah. Oh, degrees. We're not that bad. We're in the low 20s in the morning, hitting the low to mid 30s in the afternoon. Friday's
This
supposed to get
after,
40.
the warmest I saw here this afternoon was 11.
Wow, you can keep that. Yeah, so Friday's supposed to be 40. So I think it's still 40. Is it still 40? Knowing the weather, these we were supposed to get like 5 to 8 inches. We got an inch and a half. I mean, what other yeah, so wait. Friday
Profession.
Friday 38, tomorrow 34, Friday 38, Sunday 40. So I can live with that. I can live with that. So before we get started, I just want to let me pull it up real quick. Let me pull it up real quick. Where is it? There it is. So before I we go any further, get started, we had a birthday within the last few days. We'd like to say happy birthday to the one and only Mr. David Alfonsetti.
Happy
had-
birthday, David. Oh, here we go.
Birthday music. I know that's highlighted.
I can't wait to hear it next month on my birthday.
There you go. No, I got a special one for you.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm gonna record Marilyn Monroe's version of the JFK, but in my own
oh.
voice. Nah.
But I got to look forward to.
So, how was your Christmas?
Oh, excellent.
I saw you had family over. That's fine.
Everything. Yeah, we had family over one day. We had big ham on Christmas Day, big meal.
There you go. So check this out. So I was telling Richie this before we went on. So we're what 4.5 years now into COVID or so, and so my wife had COVID twice. I have plenty of friends. I was around, had COVID, some multiple times. Co-workers, I've dealt with a million people in this 4.5 years. Avoided COVID. Yeah, I'm a little sniffly, and I'll tell you why. So I never got it, and I took care of my wife both times she had it. I mean, I didn't care if I got it. I got it. I never got it. So my stepdaughter comes over with my stepson and my mother-in-law for Christmas dinner. They're there 2 hours. Like 3 days later, my wife, so Kayla's got COVID. I got COVID. 4.5 years being around people who had COVID. In the same house with somebody who had it twice.
Now, how long do people usually keep it for now?
I'd say I had it symptom wise 4 days ish.
Yeah.
4, maybe 5. Had a fever a couple times, but nothing major, like 100, 99, 100. Had the achy and the coughing and everything. Only thing I got now is just a tiny little bit of congestion left. No big deal. If it wasn't so cold out and the ground frozen right now, I'd be digging right now. But it is what it is. So
Well, my digging partner Kelly got long COVID. He got it in 2020 or 21, and he ended up he had to retire because he couldn't do his work anymore, and it still affects him till today.
yeah, that sucks. Yeah, actually, I lost my brother-in-law to COVID. Yeah, it wound up with COVID pneumonia. All his organs shut down, everything. So that sucked. I am going to attempt Friday though. It's a friend of ours' 70th birthday, and we're having a thing for her at our American Legion. So I am going to attempt to consume some alcohol Friday, maybe knock the rest of this little shit out of me, or make it worse. But we'll find out, huh?
Yeah.
But yeah. What are you gonna do? I guess I couldn't stave it off forever. Eventually, it was something was gonna get me. It's just it's funny. It's being around so many people for such a long time. I'm around somebody for 2 hours. I get it.
Yeah.
What do you
You and me both, Nancy. I haven't gotten it yet. My wife's had it. Other people have had it that I know.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. But it's done now pretty much. Low congestion. That's about it. That's all I got left.
Hopefully, I don't get it from being on this live stream with you, Bobby.
I had something. Shannon says I had something right before Christmas that was not COVID, but then Phil got it on Christmas. You know,
So,
I'm not even gonna. I'm not even gonna do it. Not gonna do it. I could do it. I'm just not gonna do it. I'm just not. um, so I will do. Here's my fortune telling for the night. Since Shannon did bring it up, no tarot cards needed. Um, Shannon's going to go on a trip on the end of February. If you'd like to go with her, all expenses paid, airfare, hotel, $500 spending cash, and she's going to be going from the 29th to the 31st of February. So if anybody would like to
is
go,
that Florida, hon? Is that what that is?
the 29th to the 31st of February,
Yeah.
just go to Miami.
They have a, oh,
I thought about going. I really did. That means I'd be going to a place and I probably won't return. What better place than Miami? So, but there's my fortune telling for this evening. Contact Shannon
well,
if you want to go.
well, since the last time we had a show, I did get out. I went out dump digging
Yep, I
on
heard.
the on January 1st. So I got my first
Marble?
marble of
Yeah,
2025.
there you go. Phil said he's not going, so I'll have the whole house to myself. Yeah,
I only got two things. I got a marble and I got a nice bottle, embossed bottle.
you have two more things for 2025 than I have because I haven't even been out.
It says registered Murdoch and Freeman, Portland, Maine, 1895.
Nice. Yeah, I haven't been out. The last time I got out, I got out the Friday before Christmas and hit a copper. That's the last time I've been out. So at least I ended my year hitting a copper. So that never
Now I
sucks.
could probably go out there and dig right now because last time I was out there was a foot of snow and it hasn't warmed up enough for that to melt. So the ground underneath shouldn't have too much frost.
No, it's the snow will insulate that, and then once it starts melting, that'll even help you even more. Maybe depends on how cold it is. But whew, I'm giving out matrons and trims.
What are trims?
Um, I know what we used to call a trim years ago, but I don't have enough of those to give out. Oh, trims. Phew. That's a big difference. That's a big difference. I just saw a body walk past me. What you doing, little girlie? What you doing, little girl? Oh man. JBP says she hasn't been out since October. Nah, man, let me tell you something. I would have went to a parking lot with a swing set that had sand in it just to dig. That was just so I could say I got out and dug. And I don't like doing tot lots.
I don't need them.
I've maybe done it twice in all the years I've been detecting. But if it got to that point, yeah, I might have to do it, or even just go down to the beach and
Yeah, if you got an ocean nearby, you could
I
always
do.
go
I'm
do
10 minutes.
that.
So even at that point, I would just go down to the beach, pull up a couple of pull tabs, a couple of vapes, and be like, all right, I got out. I got the itch, scratch the itch a little bit. Her city won't let her detect in public parks. Oh yeah, no, I can detect. I can detect any county park, even a regular public park, but even county ones are the bigger ones. So, and the older ones. So yeah, we're allowed to go there. Our rules
Right.
are 100 feet from a building and 100 feet from an athletic field, and we're fair game. It's fair game. So we're good. They're pretty. That's that county. The county I live on the border of two counties. The county I'm in, the county parks won't let us detect, but that's okay because the next county over, which is for me a mile and a half, is the county that's got all the Revolutionary War stuff and the public county parks and all the farm fields and all that. So doesn't hurt me none.
Yeah.
Doesn't hurt me. Only thing in my county I could go to without any issues is the beach.
My local park's been detected so much, but I still find old stuff in there.
You can, yeah. I mean, I've done a couple of. I got one park in particular, that I go to. It's a county park. It doesn't have any farm fields on it. It's got 5 really big grass fields. But it's in an area that was heavy Revolutionary War. So even though it's not a farm field and it probably was never farmed, we've hit reals there. I've hit a 2-cent piece there. I've hit a cat buzz dime there. Some military buttons. So, as long as you're in an area, you're in a general area that's old. That's really all you can ask for. Do it. Uh-oh. Phil said, oh, trims. Yes, trims. Trims and trims. They're both.
Oh,
good.
that's what he meant to say. Trimes.
Yeah. They're both good finds. Service on it, yeah. Everywhere I go, I'm always looking down. But, so you got anything? Well, I know you got something in the works. So go ahead and spill it.
Are you talking about my new book?
Yep.
It's a ways off still. I'm working in chapter 20 right now. This one's going to be a sci-fi thriller with a tiny bit of romance. And I was
Romance?
kind of-
you mean like hookers and stuff like that?
well, not exactly, not that explicit, but
I got you. That
yeah,
could be
there's
romantic.
I was working on a section today. There's a fortune teller with tarot cards, and
Oh, you must be collaborating with Shannon on this.
nope, I don't. She didn't know anything about it till now. I told her just.
She must have done some fortune telling then.
I made some progress. This is my timeline for all my chapters. I had an issue with the timeline that the character had so much to do in one day that it couldn't possibly be done.
It sounds like me when my wife leaves me a list of shit to do.
Like in one day, you went to the fortune teller. And the clock repairman showed up to work on his clocks. Then he chased down the guy at the bar. It's hard to explain because you got to know the backstory to everything.
That's true.
We're talking. I'm in chapter 20, working in that area. There's a lot that happened in the sections before that.
So basically, you have a drunken clock cleaner.
No. This guy he has a dream every night, and his clocks stop just after midnight. He has a mantle clock and a grandfather clock, and he wakes up when they stop. And when he wakes up and he hears it silent, the clock's not ticking. He knows he's actually in time travel. He's gone back exactly 6 months to the day, and every night he goes back. His wife got run over by a truck, and he goes back to a time when she's still alive. But the only place that people from both times can converge is in this one bar. If you walk in in December. You walk out in December. If you walk in July, the 6 months back, you walk out in July. But the people go in there and
I
converge.
only have one question for you.
Yeah.
Was he driving the truck? Is that the reason why he wanted to go
No,
back so he could run her over
no,
again?
no. What happened was, um, he went. He's a phys ed teacher, but he's on summer break, and every morning he goes jogging. He happened to run into one of his old classmates who is a woman who had a crush on him back in school days. She just moved back to town. They happened to be talking because she's out jogging too. And his wife drives by on her way to work and waves and toots. So the next morning, I mean, she never jogged or anything. Next morning, she's all ready to go jogging with him because she saw him talking to this other woman. So she tries to keep up with him, and he gets frustrated because he wants to go at a certain pace, but she can't keep up. He ends up leaving her, and he turns around, and this truck comes by and runs her over and keeps going. So, so for 6 months, he's been feeling guilty, and he's been drunk, and he ended up getting in a fight at the golf course and losing his job, and everything's going bad. And he starts having these dreams where he goes back 6 months, and what he wants to do is save his wife before she gets run over. But the forces to be aren't allowing that to happen, and so there's a,
All right. So Shannon says, does this book connect? I guess in a way, it's to the other book.
nope,
No.
completely different. The other book is urban fantasy with humor.
Right.
This is a sci-fi. This is a sci-fi thriller.
Gotcha. You have a title yet?
Um, Fragments of Time.
Fragments of Time. I have that all the time, dude. It's called Sometimers.
Yeah.
I don't have Alzheimer's yet, just Sometimers.
All right, give me a second. I think I can show you the book cover I might go with.
Oh man. So while you're doing that, man, so you got anything? You got anything for 2025 that you're gonna do this year? You haven't done in the past?
I don't have any plans. All right, we'll see. You guys can see this, all right?
Ooh, she's hot. I do have a movie I want to go see, and I don't like going to the movies, but I might have to brave it for this one. Um, did you see? They did a remake of that really old silent vampire movie, Nosferatu.
No,
Yeah, I want to see that. Looks good. It's like a modern update version of it. Kind of reminds me that I see previews for it. It kind of reminds me a little bit of, you ever see the movie? It was back in the, I don't know, late 90s, early 2000s. It was called Van Helsing.
no, I never saw that.
It was
I
good.
wanted to.
It was
Wonder if
good.
it's on Netflix.
It might be. It might be. But yeah, it kind of reminds me of that a little bit. It was a good movie. So um, I want to go see it. Was that a guy on your cover or a girl?
That was a woman. Well, we're talking books. I might as well just plug the one that's out now.
There you go. She's JBP says she still wants you to do a Bigfoot encounter with a detecting.
Yeah, that's actually somebody brought that up, and somebody who is Metal Detective 207, Steve.
Oh, Steve, yeah.
Yeah, he did a drawing for me of a Bigfoot character, and I said,
I
"Well,
don't think
you're gonna." He wants to do the illustration for a book just like that.
I don't think he's gonna ring up anything unless he's wearing a toe ring or something, or like a big chain.
But
Squatch.
what Steve wanted, he sent me a little bit of what he was thinking. He was thinking that uh, angry Bigfoot is trying to sleep in the woods, And me and Dennis are out there metal detecting, and he gets angry and he comes out and he busts our metal detectors.
Anthony says his daughter likes your book, and your son-in-law wants to read it next.
Yeah. Excellent. Hey, Dennis.
Hey, what's up, Dennis? You gotta do a book about Dennis.
I think Dennis ought to do a book about Dennis.
Phil says his kid wears a size 17 shoe, so you could use him as Bigfoot.
Wow.
That's big. That is a big foot. And they're 4E wide. Holy crap.
A lot of material to make a shoe that big.
Well, if there's any Bigfoot sightings in Illinois, you know where that came from. You know where that came from. Did you guys do your videos the past couple Saturdays or no?
Yeah, we had videos last Saturday, and Dennis and I went live the Saturday before that. This Saturday, Dennis and I aren't on. We're making room for the main dirt sweepers. They're making a comeback. They're gonna premiere this week, so we gave
Yeah,
them
he did.
our
Yeah,
slot.
I talked to Ben. He told me that they were gonna start back up again. But hey, you know what? Everybody, everybody needs a break once in a while. We took one over the summer. For several reasons. I mean, one, our summer lasts a little longer than yours does. So
Yeah.
I'm sure you took full advantage of getting out and enjoying the weather and the late getting dark later. Now it's getting dark at like 2:00 in the afternoon. And it was good. I mean, you do this every week, and we've been doing this a while now. I mean,
Yeah.
you and I are probably what?
Couple years now.
Yeah, like 2 years in, and I was doing it, I think a year and a half before that by myself, and then 2.5 years with Audra. So, it can get a little taxing every once in a while. You just got to kind of step back a little bit and do other things, get some things done that maybe you thought about doing, just didn't have the time to do, or it was hard to find time to do. And it was I missed everybody and everything, but it was nice. It was kind of nice just to take that little break and just kind of concentrate on other things and get some things done around the house and do a little extra digging and stuff like that. So it was cool. They gained 13 minutes of daylight here today. If you could gain 13 degrees with those 13 minutes, you'd be in good shape. And you still
That'd get us up to 24 degrees, Bobby.
You still be in the 20s. So yeah, I don't. What you see? Yeah, my little one's not quite as little anymore. She's 7 months old now. She just is not afraid of anything and just travels throughout the house and gets into everything. Right, little girl. Yeah. 1 minute a day for now. 1 minute a day. Yeah. Unfortunately, finding the patience for that 1 minute a day is rough, man. It's like I was telling Richie before. Pissed off that river. That river.
It's not till June. Yeah, right, Dennis. You'll probably be in the water late April, May.
With a wetsuit. Yeah, but I'm just getting tired of this. I don't mind the cold. The cold doesn't really bother me that much. But I just get tired of, like I was telling you earlier, we have dinner at 5:15. We get done with dinner, and I'm like, it feels like 8:30, 9 o'clock, 9:30, 10 o'clock. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'm ready for bed. And I look at my watch, it's 10 to 6. And I'm like, come on, man. That's the worst, man. It just feels so late, and it's like not at
Well,
all.
for me, the nights when the Celtics are on, I watch them, and watch some college football, and I like pro football. But
Yeah, it's
that season's winding down now.
yeah. Playoffs start this weekend, so yeah, I'm uh I'm excited. I'm excited. We got the Packers this weekend, so see how
Oh,
everything
that's
goes.
right. That's right. You're Eagles fan, right?
Eagles fan I
Yeah.
am. Yep.
Well, thank you for not beating us the other day, so we could get the fourth pick in the draft.
Who's that?
Giants.
We did beat you.
Remember, I'm a Giants fan.
I know we did. We did beat you.
Yeah, thank you for beating us, so we didn't move
Yeah, but your
down the
problem is
board.
your problem is you won the week before
I know, I know.
badly. I mean, you won like 45 to 20 something or something like that.
And what
That's what
the Patriots they did the same thing the last week. They won the last game. They had the first overall pick. They
yeah,
dropped back to number 5, I think.
something like that. Yeah, yeah. I have a funny feeling the Bortners over here are Packers fans, being from that area.
Packers are a decent team, so
They got some injuries though. They just lost one of their. I think they lost one of their best. I think best receivers, like second or
yeah.
third.
But he's been hurt on and off for 2 years now.
Yeah, but he's
I,
gone
I
out.
don't I, I don't think he's played more than 2 games in a row in the
Yeah,
last 2 years.
yeah, but with
I
our
know. I've
defense,
had him on my fantasy team.
no cheeseheads there. Oh, Steelers. Oh, that's right, because they're not that far from Pittsburgh, where they're at, depending on
Oh,
where.
Steelers.
Yeah, Ohio and Illinois are not that far.
Steelers got their hands full. They got Baltimore.
We beat Steelers like 3 weeks ago. I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about that. They got they got they got Russell Wilson.
Yeah, I don't have a whole lot of confidence in the Steelers going very far.
Now and now him and his receiver are having a lovers quarrel, Mr. Pickens over there. So Penn State. I don't watch college.
Kind of like Jalen Hurts and his receiver a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, a few weeks ago, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. But then he came out the next game and had like 11 catches and 2 touchdowns. So
Yeah.
I guess they
That,
fixed it.
that was easy money because I bet him to be an anytime TD scorer. I knew he was going to score that week.
Oh, AJ?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I just don't watch. I know you watch college football. I just don't watch college football.
I watch a little bit. I don't get into it a lot, but
You know, the college football used to be, I mean, sometimes it was more exciting than the pros were. But now I just don't bother with it because they turned they turned it into a business now. Kids
well, the
don't
players did.
they don't
The
stay
players,
they don't stay in the same school now because they go to this school because they need to get into a school. Then they go and they have a really good year, and then they can turn around and transfer to a bigger school that's going to pay them more.
yeah.
So how do you recruit? I mean, you're a smaller school, and you recruit people. They come over there, and another school looks at them at the end of the year and goes, "Hey, you know what? You're a pretty good football player. Um, why don't you come over here to us?" And they're not going to the school per se. They're following the money. It's
Yeah.
horrible. It's horrible. Yes, Barkley is the man. Thank you, Giants, for giving us Mr. Saquon Barkley.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
And now even more surprising, you're going to keep your GM and your head coach.
Actually, the head coach had 2 years ago. They actually won a playoff game. So we need a quarterback, is what we need.
Yeah, you haven't done anything.
We haven't had a quarterback since Manning retired.
and that's debatable. Whether he
Well,
was,
he's got 2 rings.
that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
A lot of quarterbacks don't have any.
That's true. Dallas don't have one.
You know,
Not a good one anyway.
Washington's the up and coming team in the division, though.
Yeah. I mean, they are as far as the quarterback.
Mm.
Washington's always had a hard time. They do have a new owner now, but they've always had a hard time giving out decent contracts to people, so they leave. And I think because of the contract they gave Kirk Cousins, he's like a professional contract getter. The guy's
Yeah.
he's never done anything in the playoffs, but always gets these big contracts. Like Romo. You know,
Yeah,
never did
Romo was a decent quarterback, but they never won anything with him.
he could have won in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I think under I think in the 8-9 years Romo was there, they won 2 playoff games.
He's
So
pretty good for an undrafted player, though.
yeah.
Yeah.
Kurt Warner was an undrafted player too, and went to the
He
CFL.
he was stocking shelves at the supermarket.
Right, he's in the Hall of
The
Fame.
Rams
So
would call him. Yeah.
he's in the Hall of Fame now. So he's in the Hall of Fame. So yeah, man. I mean, so yeah, I have that to look forward to this weekend. I'm not worried about it. We beat Green Bay already this year at their house, and they had no injuries, so I'm not worried about it. And we just got Dallas Goedert back this past week too, so that's a big help.
Yeah.
He's a beast, man. He's a beast. So we'll see how that goes. And then baseball, baseball's actually spring training is only 5 weeks away, 6 weeks away.
Yeah. I don't pay attention until they stop playing in April.
Me either, but there's still a lot of free agents out there, so I'm kind of curious to see what's going to happen in the next 4 or 5 weeks, where players are going to go and stuff like that.
Verlander just signed with the Giants.
Yeah, 1 year, 15
Yeah.
mil 1 year or something like that.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
I do it for 15 million.
15 million. I don't even have to play. You don't even have to play me. For 15 mil, I'll sit on the bench for 6 months.
I'll go out and get the bats. I'll go out and get all the little devices that they put on themselves to
Oh yeah,
protect
whatever you
themselves.
need.
I'll run out there.
Whatever you need.
I'll put chalk on the lines. I'll
Yep.
dust off the plate. Whatever you need.
That's it. Go rake the dirt a little bit.
Yeah.
No problem. Not a problem. I got you. Yeah, it's that doesn't suck.
Sell hot dogs in the stands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. In my last game of the year, I just give away all the hot dogs because for 15 million a year, I can afford it.
Yeah.
If they want to
Yeah.
take it,
Free hot dogs on me.
yeah, take it away. It's all yours, man. Want some peanuts too? Here you go. Can't give away the beers though, man. They're too expensive. Freaking, what are they?
Yeah. What is a beer at a stadium now?
Oh, probably about $10.
Yeah.
And they're like those metal like Budweiser and Coors cans, which is
The
good.
aluminum.
They stay colder because of the metal container, but they're not real big or anything. It's not like it's a pint or something like that. It's still 16 ounces or whatever it is. It just stays colder. But so kind of curious. Anybody in the chat, if they got something planned this year, detecting wise, that they haven't really done in the past, but maybe something they've wanted to do, like water detecting or something like that, or a trip or an event. Fake binoculars full of whiskey. There you go. I did get a flask for Christmas. My Christmas present for my wife, though, I haven't gotten yet. It's at the printer still. It's supposed to be done Monday, but
What is it?
we got snow on Monday, so they probably didn't go in. I went out and I bought a jacket. not a real big, heavy jacket. I don't like heavy jackets. Sort of like a thin bomber jacket, sort of. Um, and
Is it leather?
no, it's not leather. I didn't like the jackets that they had, like on the website they were showing. So the guy told me, he says, "Well, if you find a jacket somewhere you like, just bring it to me and I'll do it." So I was like, "Cool." So we next couple of days, my wife and I went out, and I found a nice, black, kind of like a bomber jacket, but not heavy.
Yeah.
And I'm real picky with like the collar. I just want a normal collar. I don't want like fleece collar or any of that crap. So I found a jacket I liked. It's actually a Michael Kors jacket, like a men's Michael Kors jacket, but it's plain. The only way you'd know it was Michael Kors if you looked right here. It's got an MK, but it's hard to see because it's also black, so it's kind of blended in. I was like, it's perfect. So it's like $40 for the jacket. And I brought it to the guy last week, and he's laying everything out and members only. Yeah, get the little pocket and everything. But so he laid it out and did a mock-up on the computer of what it looked like. So the back is going to have my logo really big on it. So it's going to have the Underground Buddha metal detector.
Yeah.
And then my name on the front. He's charging me like $20 to do it.
Wow, he
Yeah. Well,
Anthony says
he already had my logo, so I didn't have to like do anything. He already had it.
Yeah, he didn't have to create anything.
Yeah, because a couple years ago, Audra got me a hat with my logo on it, embroidered.
Yeah.
From the same guy. So I went back to him because knowing he had my logo already. So I was like, so I was going. It's costing me $40 for the jacket and $20 to have the logo printed on the back and my name. I was like, you can't beat that. And I told my wife, I said, you can't complain. It's my Christmas present is costing you 60 whole bucks. $60, that's it.
Yeah. Now Anthony has said he finally wants to make it to Dig It Dude.
Well, what Anthony needs to do is like a month before Dig It Dude, just lock himself in a room like in a bubble, and don't come out until it's time to leave. Because I think he missed 2 Dig It Dudes in a row because either being sick or I think the first time he either his knee or his ankle or something. So yeah, lock him up in a room and have his wife lock him up. Yeah, you can't come out for a month. Just get one of those little doors carved into the little things carved into the door. Just slide him in a tray of food and shit.
That's it. You guys having one in the spring this time, or
I don't know what's going on with that. If we do, it's not going to be like the big Dig It Dude. It's going to be much smaller, probably more like 50 people.
Yeah.
I don't know yet. We talked about it. We don't know what we're doing. But it's definitely not going to be anything elaborate like the normal one. So, we'll see. We were just talking the other day, and it's kind of still up in the air. And the thing is, we don't have a really big window to do it because we can't do it. We can't do it too soon because Robert is doing Come Out Swinging the first weekend of April. So it would be difficult to have people do 2 different events in 2 different states within like a 3-week span. I mean, doing too many events, especially close together, it gets expensive between travel, tickets, hotels, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And what's that?
There's a big group hunt in New Hampshire in April too.
Is
It's
there?
called Bone, Best
Bone,
of New
yeah.
England. Yeah.
Yep.
I don't
Yeah.
know what the dates are of that, but
Yeah,
that draws a lot of people too.
I think Amanda usually goes to that one.
Yeah.
But we also don't want it to be, we don't want to do something too close to his event. We're not like that. We don't want to, squeeze
Yeah.
it like that, and we'd rather have people concentrate on his event. You know, um, it's just the right thing to do or not to do. So yeah. So the first time he hurt his foot, second time tendons in the ankle. That's bad luck, man. It's bad luck. Oh, but
All part of getting old.
tell me about it, bro. Tell me about it. I was just joking with my wife earlier. I was like, I can't believe it, man. I'm like a year and a half away from 60, man. Shit. What the hell happened, man? What happened?
I don't know. It seemed like the '80s were like yesterday.
Well, I don't know about that, but it just, I think when I met my wife, I was like 44. I think 44. I'm like, damn, man, what the hell? I just,
I think I was 22 when I met my wife.
I'm like, shit, man. No, we've been together almost 15 years. So yeah, I was 44. Having fun. Are you on time for the giveaway? Yes, you are, Alan. We are giving away, thanks to a wonderful donation by Shannon Bortner, we are giving away an all expense paid trip to Miami, Florida. Tickets paid for, hotels paid for, and you're getting $500 spending cash.
All you got to do is show up.
That's all you got to do is show up. So just contact Shannon, and she'll give you all the details about it. Hi, big girl. Very generous of her, very, very generous. And I believe that's going to be February 29th, 30th, and 31st. So that's a nice 3-day weekend right there. And since Alan, you just got back from a beautiful cruise, what better way to spend February, the end of February, than in Miami, Florida, with the Queen Bortner? Phil staying home. He's going to have the whole house to himself. Right, big girl? Yeah, right, big girl. Yes, at 867-5309.
That number sounds kind of familiar.
For the price of a dime. For the price of a dime. We got Mr. Tom Kingery has popped in as well.
Hey, Tom.
He said it doesn't sound like fun at all. Miami for a weekend? I can live with that. All them rich idiots down there losing their Guido jewelry on the beach. I'll spend 3 days detecting the beach. I'm not my thing, but hey.
They probably have quite a few people down there doing it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Here's a breaking news for you Oak Island people. Okay, they're still finding wood, they're still finding iron, but guess what? They have another metal detectorist on there, and it happens to be Gary Drayton's daughter. I'm guessing she's somewhere around 20-ish. So I don't know what the purpose of that is.
I do.
Yeah, I do too.
Draw eyeballs to the show.
Right. People are so tired of them finding nothing but wood and iron that they figure if they throw in a young female attractive metal detectorist who happens to be Gary Drayton's daughter, now everybody's going to tune in to watch just to watch that. Yeah.
I was never into Oak Island.
I was. It's just, it's just getting now. It's just getting too drawn out now. Way too drawn out.
Remember when they had all the metal detecting shows coming on TV? They had
The detector is.
Bill Ladd, and they had they had a couple of different ones. One of them was kind of funny. The producer must have liked the sound of the Garrett Bell, like the Ace
Tone.
250,
Yeah.
because they were swinging Mind Labs and they were making the Ace 250 sound. I was like, yeah, a little bit off there.
It's just gotten to the point now where it's just I mean, I'm a positive person, right? So I'm not one of these people. Detectorist was a good show. Too bad it was only 3 seasons, but I consider myself a positive person. Okay. When I go out detecting, whether I go out with people or I go out by myself or whatever, um, I know, I know, I can't find stuff all the time. So I don't get upset if I go a couple hunts or a few hunts without finding anything really cool. Because I know eventually, it's a numbers game. You keep doing it, you're gonna find stuff. But I don't know if I could go 11 seasons, 11 years.
Well, these guys are getting paid to do this too.
True,
So
but that 11 years, it would be pushing me way past patience at that point. So, um, of finding wood and iron, I just, I don't know. So yeah, I kind of, I kind of don't even really watch now. What I'll do is, if I don't want to stay up to watch it, I can just wait till the following Tuesday and watch it at like 6 o'clock because those show like the week before's episode, like a couple hours before the new episode. So I
yeah,
can catch it at like 6 the following week. And then and then if I watch the first 15 minutes and it's like going nowhere, then I can just shut it off. Yes, that's what it's going to be, Phil. They're going to find a big vault of IHPs. That's what it's going to be.
but they're gonna find it within the next few days too.
Yes, and none of them are going to be 1877. None of them at all. They're all going to be 1900 and between 1900 and 1909. So that's going to be the big prize. Watch. I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, just like, I just can't do it anymore, man. I
I'm
just can't.
surprised the show's still going this long, actually.
They have to make it seem like even if they've already found whatever they're going to find or whatever, the thing is, it still gets ratings.
Yeah.
I have a feeling they're going to just drag it out until they have one season to where everybody says, screw this, I'm not watching this no more.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they'll start, look, we found, look what we found. And everybody's going to go,
We found the bottom of
yeah.
the chamber. There's nothing there.
I don't want to keep watching for the next 5 years to get to the end and it wind up being pretty much nothing. And I'm going to sit there and say to myself, I can't get that 15 years back, man. It's one of those things where, you get done. You're like, this cost me 15 years of watching this.
Yeah.
I can't get that back. Hi, baby. Where's little sissy being a jerk? But who knows, man? Is there any land left on the island? Just a little bit. Pretty soon they're just going to dig. They're going to move all the buildings and dig underneath the buildings. Pretty soon, that's all they're going to have left is that. All right, dudes. It is that time. And I know it's a little rough right now, weather wise, for people to be out digging. So clean up that coil, clean up that machine, check all your connections. Any goodies you need to get them. You can get them from theultimatefindsbox.com or contact Eric and myself, whether it be accessories or machines. Let us know. We will hook you up and go out there and dream about finding something good because it's too cold to actually do it. I have a wife. I can't get some rest, Nancy. She's always got me doing shit.
That's what they do.
Yeah. Yesterday I made homemade soup. She's like, I'd really like some soup. I said, well, go get some Progresso. No, I want homemade chicken noodle soup. I said, okay, whatever.
I can't complain. My wife made beef stew today as a crock pot.
It's that time, man. It's the weather for it.
Mhm.
It's the weather. All right, dudes. You guys have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you guys next week. And I don't know, maybe we'll actually do something cool next week. What do you think, Rich?
Yeah, we'll come up with something.
Come up with something. Maybe a guest or maybe I'll get Gary Drayton's daughter on.
Hey, you, good for their ratings, good for your ratings.
Yeah, right. There you go. All right, dudes. Everybody have a good night, and we will see you next week.
Bye, everyone.